Your muttering speaks volumes. Did you say something?
Pitruten Klamax.
No one gives a hoot about us, Corfu.
Where's that coat gone this time?
This would make a fine roast.
You would have us hide out in a toy shop?
That hurts.
Have I got absolutely cuckoo?
I'll be down too. That hurts.
Aye, wee on it. Now I shall sink you a song. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6,
Cut
7,
you little fart! So how would you explain it? Whether it pours for a week or the sun bakes our pipes, we've always mud up to our ankles here.
You can't blame me for Beauclair's fickle weather.
Fickle weather! I've seen you! You empty your chamber pot in front of our shop each morn, so folks will dirty their boots, go to you to get them cleaned.
A far-fetched conspiracy theory, sirs.
I'll conspire to welt your bum with my belt. Come here.
Leave him alone.
Just who the spit are you?
His father, and you won't touch him. I won't let you.
Oh, poppycock. I knew his father. A grifter, a cheat, just like his brood.
I'll teach him honesty. He'll not leave muck at our shop door just to draw patrons to his own stall! So back away, drifter.
Not gonna happen.
Won't it? Well, then we'll thrash you as well. Which is all the same to me.
But move. We'll break your legs, vagrant!
Circle him! Circle him!
And cheats. Lads, charge! Take him for a ride!
What's the meaning of this?
Eihän mulla ollut äänikä päällä, voi vittu.
I'm investigating the beast. On the
Nyt
Duchess's
vasta
orders.
tajusin, että mulla ollut ääni päällä.
We've heard of
No.
you. And these men, what are they doing?
Metsi vaan pälättää menemään eikä kukka kuule yhtä mitään. Ois se pitänyt tarkistettua, että tuo ei ole päällä, mutta tää on päällä. Ois ollut päällä, mutta ei ollut päällä.
Nothing really. Had a little misunderstanding. Figured it out though.
Uh-huh, I see. As the Duchess's protege, you may go.
Mutta enpä tuota nyt mitään tärkeitä
that's
kerennyt
alright.
sanomaankaan.
You'll come with us. Some time in a cell ought to scare the dimwits out of you.
Kunhan vaan
Come on.
ihmettelin miten kaunis peli tää on ollut joskus. Tai silloin kun tää tuli, niin tää oli tosi hieno peli.
You're very good with your fists, sir. Wouldn't be looking for work, would you? We'd make a fine duo.
Yeah? How you imagine that working?
Splendidly. That's how.
Ja nykymittapuolella nämä tekstuurit on kyllä aivan jotain kauheita.
And as you're the stronger, Come morn, you take the chamber pot out and help me make mud.
Bit about the mud's true. They were right to want to box your ears.
I've got to make a living somehow, so...
Tää oli ne kyllä
what say
siihenkin
you,
aikaan,
sir?
mutta
Partners?
Let me think about it.
välillä vaan näkee noista tekstuurista, miten juostenkustuja ne on. Niinku tuo tähti taivas, niin nuo tähdet on tommosia, ihan kun olisi pitkällä valotusajalla otettu taivaasta kuva.
Listen, I'm interested in a certain gentleman.
Wait! Before we get to talking, please, take a seat.
But my boots are clean.
In this city, no boots are clean unless they just come off my stand. A seat, sir, please. So then, who was it you wanted to ask about?
One of your patrons. Tall,
Hienot
elegant
kengät
black
tolla
frock,
kyllä.
not from around
Tää
here.
bootsit, äijäbootsit.
Indeed. I hear a faint bell ringing. A modest sum might make it sing out loud and clear.
How much?
Let's say 500 crowns.
What? Gotta be kidding me. What would you even do with that kind of coin?
Expand my venture. I'm sure you can imagine. Have a proper stand with a big sign. I want a new box too. New polishes, new brushes. And if I've enough coin left, I'll buy a share in a launderer's. Get wastewater for free.
Got it all planned out.
I should think so. Capital is all I
Tää on
require.
selvä bisnesmies, yrittäjä. Pitäähän tätä
All
tukkea.
right. Let's see if we can't figure something out.
Mä edes rupee
See? I knew we'd clinch it.
en edes yrittänyt tinkimään ruveta.
Guess I can agree to that.
1,000 thanks. I shan't forget it. Now to the matter at hand. I know the fellow you seek, though I don't know his name. A steady patron. Gets his boots cleaned every few days. He's very good to me. Always pays me a premium.
Know where I might find him?
No, but you could wait here. Perhaps he'll stop by.
Don't have the time for that.
Nää on kyllä
Sure
nämä
don't
armorin
find him.
tekstuurit on kyllä hyvin
Notice which
tehty, mutta
direction
noiden
he came
rakennusten
from.
tekstuurit
When
on
I
aina
clean
välissä
boots,
ihan
sir,
niinku
I do not look up to see where folk come
sieltä ja
from.
täältä. No niin, nyt tää taas kaatutaan. Voi vittu kun tää vittuiloo, tää vitun paska.
Oh, you're here. Feeling better?
I am, thank you.
Tää laittaa taas pieleen. Välillä on mikit kiinni ja välillä on saatana... Ei se tolleen. Miten vitussa tää nyt saatiin? Deactivate. No niin, nyt näkyy taas. Ei tänään ei mikään toimi. Tänään ei mikään toimi. Mä käyn lisää kallio. Juon kaljo, niin... Ei tässä muu auta. Ei auta muu, ei. Miksi tää peli nyt taas pysähtyi? Noniin.
Now, if I might intercede, I dare say I've the right question to ask. Young man, you see this vial? One drop added to your boot polish will help you wipe even the most encrusted boot clean as the dome of St. Lebioda's Cathedral. With it, you will serve 3 times as many patrons at a fraction of the effort, and piles more coin. I'm prepared to give you this vial if you tell me where the man we seek lives.
But you won't have
Voi
to
vittu, kun
me.
tuo pääs paljon
The gentleman's art
halvemmalla
true,
tuo
but he's
regis.
kind.
In point of fact, he's a friend. Yet we had a falling out
No
of
mikä tää
sorts
oli?
and would like to straighten matters out.
I leave his boots at the door of a house near the port. The door is red. But I do not know if the gentleman lives there.
Worth checking. Might happen on a lead.
Would you let me scrape the dirt off your kickers before you go? With all due respect, sirs, your boots could stand a cleaning.
Thank you. Perhaps later.
Mitähän happoa se sille tarjosi? Enkä nyt puhu huumeista,
Handled
vaan
that
niinku
kid pretty well.
Finding the right approach.
Regishän tuo oli Regis.
Yeah, saw that. Meaning the right thing to bribe them with.
A cockerel in your cut piece is worth two in the bush.
Red door. One the bootblack mentioned. Won't budge. Gotta break it down.
You might just as well stand out in the street, pound on a drum and holler, "Dettlaff, I'm coming for you." A bit more finesse, I implore you.
Let's hear your idea.
Give me a moment.
Nice. Ever consider becoming a burglar? Skill like that'd come in awful handy.
I considered it briefly, but ultimately concluded it would be terribly dull. Come.
He here? Sense him.
No, he's not here, but he was here recently. His scent is still strong.
Let's look around.
Jasso, jasso. Mitä vittu se jäi päälle?
This is no time for idle chatter. We must find Dettlaff.
Siinäpä hieno... Mikä tu? Swordsword.
Old toy. No use to anyone. Shame. Must have brought someone joy sometime. Somebody fixed this recently. No dust mark. Somebody moved this here recently.
Taitaa olla lelukauppias tää.
I find these puppets rather disturbing.
Attic, let's go. So this is his nest. Need to look around. Detlef van der Eretain, you do not know us, but we know you to be a vampire. We know also of your weakness for the wench they call Renawed. Now you know this. We shall chain her down and let rats feed on her. We shall flay the skin from her flesh. Yet you can save her. You need but travel to Beauclair, where you shall slay 5 men in the manner we prescribe. You must complete the killing in 3 days. Fail, and the next letter you receive will contain a memento of your failure. Your beloved's finger.
There you have it. Proof positive Detlef killed not of his own accord. A blackmailer sunk his claws into him.
Any idea what it could be? Detlef have any enemies?
Indeed. Detlef gains foes occasionally, but they never live long.
One might have managed to evade him.
Possible in theory, but I it would have to be someone.
Ilta on ihan liian nuori, että pitäisi mennä vielä
well know,
nukkumaan.
having faced Detlef yourself, whoever it is someone new.
Who's Renawed?
His one-time lover, the sole human woman with whom he was very close, because she accepted him. With her aid and care, he found a place for himself in this hostile world. She began the work that I strive to continue.
Ever meet her?
Never had the pleasure, alas. She deserted him a time before he came round to save me, though he always claimed she'd gone missing.
Tuo nainen, kun se on tuossa kuvassa.
Take it you have your doubts.
I know humans better than he does. Their capacity to be disloyal, dishonest. I also know she took her things. Not something one associates with the kidnapped, or those who disappear against their will. I'll save you the trouble of asking. No.
Onko tuo pilvessä tuo regis, kun sillä on noin punaiset silmät? Saatana. Tämähän menee punaiselle koko ajan tää vitu mikki. No ei se haittaa. Se on aika herkällä, kun mä laitoin sen silloin. Ei sen pitäisi kuitenkaan punaiselle asti.
And Detlef is so much more emotional than most humans. Not only was she his beloved, his lover, his mate, she was a member of his pack. And one never leaves one's pack voluntarily.
Hei, nyt mä tiedän miksi vitussa se on tolle. Mä oon ottanut se saatana sen. Eikö onhan se? Ei vittu, mä silloin tein sitä saatana syömistriimiä, niin mä laiton tän niin herkälle, että ne kuuluu ne mässytykset. Sen takia se on ollut niin kovalla, mä en huomannutkaan. Tai muistanutkaan, mä varmaan olin niin kännissä silloin. No nyt se lähti punaiselta pois.
Detlef ever try to find her? I mean, if she was that important. Higher vampires have their ways, all kinds. Should have been easy as pie for him.
Geralt, as you rightly noted, we are vampires, not miracle workers. He searched for months on end before giving up. Clearly Renowed knew him all too well. Enough to cover her tracks. Leave no way for him to find her.
Even if Renowed did abandon him that time, looks like someone's actually kidnapped her this time.
Hard to argue with that. And hard to foresee what he's prepared to do to free her. Get her back.
He's prepared to kill, that's clear.
As would you be for Yennefer. He kills for he cares for her deeply. And that blood, those individuals, they mean...
En mä niin Jenniferin puolesta tappas, mutta Tressin puolesta kyllä tappasi.
Yeah, I get it now. He's out to rescue a female from his pack.
Exactly.
Right, so someone's blackmailing him. We know that. Still have no idea who. Need to look around some more.
Kyllä, kyllä.
Nice tune.
Indeed. I'm not certain why, but it reminds me of home. Our true home from before the conjunction of spheres.
Tools were used recently. Dettlaff unwind by fixing toys between murders.
Really now, Geralt, must you?
Woman's likeness. Bit smudged. That Renowed?
I don't know. As I said, I never met her.
Reminds me of someone.
Who?
Not sure. Can't help feeling I've seen that face before, though.
Ai kun on kesy tuo naakka tossa. Ei pelästy edes. Mikä tää haukututtaa? Pitäisikö tästä alaskin päästä? Eikö väärä suunta? Ei täällä ainakaan alakerrassa ollut yhtään mitään. Tuolla vilahti joku.
Look, slips of paper, name on each. Count Crespi, Count Dulac, Milton de Peyrac-Peyrin, Count Delacroix.
Dettlaff's victims, one and all. But that's not his hand.
Must have come from whoever wrote the letter. All of it written using the same ink. See the color? Ink was dyed with cinnabarite. Rare mineral, pretty much found only in...
Nazaire. But I fear it means very little. Anyone could have imported such ink.
Fair enough. Still worth remembering.
Look, this slip is stained.
With wine. Not much to go on either. Especially not in Beauclair.
Perhaps. Yet perhaps also worth remembering.
Blackmailer. Kinda curious who it could be.
Why is that?
Regis. Somebody kidnapped a vampire's lover. Bold to begin with. Now they're forcing the vampire to kill. A vampire you yourself insisted no murderer. Blackmailer's skilled. Someone special.
Astute. Now that I think of it, I'm beginning to wonder if...
It's not one of your kind? Another vampire?
Precisely. The plot thickens.
Just a hypothesis. Wouldn't set my heart on it till we know more.
Right you are.
Let's sum up what we know. Seems Dettlaff's being
Mitä
blackmailed.
vittua täällä
Someone's
tapahtuu
been
tossa?
feeding him his victims' names.
All noted down using one and the
Mitä täällä tapahtuu? Mikä vittu tämä? Eikö niin joo, oli niin joo, nyt mä ymmärrän joo. Ei mitään sittenkään.
Nazari ink, and not in his handwriting.
Not much.
But enough to ascertain Dettlaff's innocence, clearly.
Actually, it is. Dettlaff's being manipulated. Some lunatics turned him into a tool, making him kill.
So it would seem. But this illuminates a path of action for us. We must find Renowed, render the blackmail senseless. The lunatic or ticks will thus lose hold on Dettlaff.
That's one idea.
Mikä se haukuttaa taas niin vitusti?
What about Dettlaff? He gonna go on killing while I'm
No
out searching
valonnutkaan
for his
vielä niin
lover?
paljon.
He will not. I shall convince him to stay his hand. Assure him you're a friend seeking to help. I'll await him here. He's sure to return sooner or later.
Think he'll listen?
He will.
Ought to wait with you, maybe.
No, he'll sense you from a mile off. Simply fail to appear. I'd better stay alone. You must trust me on this.
Fine. Need to report to the Duchess first.
So be it. We'll await you here. Dettlaff and I both.
Well, wine from Poopoost. It's wondrous flavor.
Long live Duchessa Anna Henrietta.
Anna Henrietta, sinnehän me jo pitää olla menossakin tässä. Anna Henrietta luo.
I can see you slurp.
Rumpetti.
Your eyes white.
Rumpetti. Tää on tää viinitehtävä, missä saatana joku viinitilallinen on ruvennut ryppyilemään ja sitten meidän pitää laittaa se saatana ruotuun.
Work on no player, right, Witcher?
Ainakin tuon nimen perusteella se on tää. Kovaa kyllä kuuluu vesi näin korkealta. Ei tuo veden pitäisi kuulua tuolta yhtään. Eikö siinä ole vesiputous? Niin onkin, joo joo. Ihmekös, ihmekös.
Should the beast you espy tell the commander peace?
Näyttää joltakin lammikolta tuo järvi. Vitsi kun jää ihastelemaan näitä saatana maisemia. Jotkut noista tähdistä on hirveän venähtäneitä. Ne on niinku... Ja kun ne on ollaan kameralla otettuja. Pitkällä valotusajalla. Tuolla ainakin näkyy tämmösiä hirveän pitkiä. Joo, jatketaan matkaa. Ei vittu, tässä menee koko ilta, jos ruvetaan.
That's my knees ache something horrible.
No. Onko tuo nyt sitä nykytaidetta sitten? Vai abstraktia? Tommonen taide ei ole kyllä mistään kotosi. Ei oo mistään kotosi tommonen taide. On kyllä kivan näköisiä nämä kukat tässä.
Here in Beauclair, all's right and fair.
Tuo on kyllä kivan sävyinen tuo sininen tossa.
You can't pull one over on me, Witcher. I can see you're a killer. Long live Duchess Anna Henrietta!
Anna Henrietta, missä se oikein on luuraa nytte? Mitä korkeammalle mennään, sitä vaan paremmaksi muuttuu maisemat. Oikein kivan näköistä.
That's my knees ache something. Patrolling on an empty stomach. Oh, dreadful.
I'm glad to see her illustrious.
Geralt of Rivia, Master Witcher.
I was not mistaken. You arrived and trouble followed soon after.
Step aside. Got a matter for the Duchess.
At last, Witcher. We've been on tenterhooks. Did you catch Milton's killer?
Case is more serious than we thought. The beast? I couldn't kill it. Didn't manage.
We sent you after a monster, and you returned with nothing? We are very disappointed.
Situation's not quite that simple. Beast's a powerful vampire.
Is this a problem? Is it too much for a witcher? A monster slayer? But everyone knows how to end a vampire. Draw him by trick into sunlight. Or arm yourself with ample garlic and drive a stake through its heart.
Garlic's useless against vampires. Sun and stakes don't hurt him either. Those methods, pure invention. Only work in legends and fables.
And Buckthorn? When I was a child, Grandmama Ademarta always claimed Buckthorn drives off vampires.
Silver sword's your best option for keeping them at bay. But it won't get the job done, because only a higher vampire can truly kill another of its kind.
Excuses. Ha! Your Grace, I shall assemble a battue. Bring the matter to its end at once. The Witcher need but tell us where to find this monster.
Whoa, this is work for a Witcher, not for your guardsmen.
Yet when a Witcher fails, my guardsmen must step in. I'll take my best. 40 hardened veterans. No vampire can stand up to that.
40, 50, 100? Doesn't matter. Won't make any difference against him.
You have not seen my guardsmen in action.
Can they fight fog? Hit a target that moves faster than the wind?
How? What creature can do such things?
Creatures like this one. Higher vampires, we call them. Each one's a little different. Unique or exceptional, you might say. Some transform into giant bats. Others communicate with animals, command them.
Yet all are still brainless beasts.
Dead wrong. Thinking of lesser vampires. Alps, Ekamaras, Catacans, for instance. They're ruled by instinct, sure. Attack anything that smells of blood. Higher vampires? They think. They employ reason.
Monsters driven by reason. A curious contention. What, then, do you intend to do?
It's way beyond being some monster. This is a powerful being that's walked the world for centuries.
Yeah, impossible. If so great is their power, why have they not killed or enslaved us all?
Don't usually meddle in our matters. Mostly stay out of our way because they don't care about humans one way or the other.
And they do not fear we shall wipe them out one day.
They'd probably be pretty amused if you asked them that. They're well aware of their strength.
Then what can we do? Do you have a plan?
Try to talk to him. That's our best bet.
I cannot believe this. Her Grace summons a Witcher to kill a monster. Instead, he wishes to chat with it. Ha.
Know what I'm doing. His lover was kidnapped. He's being blackmailed.
Blackmailed? Be so kind as to explain how a vampire might be blackmailed.
Higher vampires? They're like us, motivated by emotions, not instinct. Not only are they intelligent to an extreme, they're emotionally rich. Capable of feeling many things, even love. This one fell in love with a woman, a human, and he'll do anything to keep her from harm.
You do not, I trust, suggest we let Milton's killer go free. Or wait until it murders again. We must render it harmless as quickly as possible.
Which is why that's my aim now, to prevent further attacks. Vampires only half the problem. Blackmailers at fault chiefly. Kidnap the woman to control the vampire.
And what do you propose to do?
I'll find the blackmailer, free the vampire's lover.
You were to destroy him, not help him.
Perkele akat, kun ei ymmärrä mistään mitään. Saatana.
As the woman's safe, he'll have no more reason to kill.
I admit to being swayed, Witcher. You may be right.
Ymmärtihän se.
Do you know anything about the blackmailer?
Got one lead. A few scraps of paper. Blackmailer wrote the names of the vampire's victims on them. One of them stained. A drop of wine, looks like. So damn little to go on.
Pakko käydä lisää kaljaa, eihän sitä muuten selviä hengissä.
Hop, hop.
Tässä meni ohi.
Wine is sacred. Here there is no such thing as.
Ai niin, nyt se on se viininmaista ja se tunnistaa ne tahratkin. Katsotaan tää nyt loppu, tää on vitu hyvä.
Ervelus, Fiorano.
Your Grace wished to see me?
Witcher, show him the paper scrap. Benoit, can you determine which wine made this stain?
Kunnon nörtti, jos se hajusta tietää.
The west bank of the Sava Tour. That's rather obvious. Aged in barrels of Beauclair oak. Hue, deep burgundy. Clarity, high. It's simple. 100 real. The 1269 vintage.
That's impossible. The wine is produced at Castel Revello, especially and exclusively for the ducal table. Perhaps some Sonreal was stolen. We must go to the vineyard, see if there's not been an incident.
Ehkä meille riittää nyt tämä vaan tässä.
Wait. Your Grace wants to go with me? Out of the question.
I hope you do not suppose we will sit on our ducal hiney and do nothing while our duchy is in grave danger.
Your Grace, what you propose is far too dangerous. The Witcher should go alone.
It pleases me to see you gentlemen finally agree on something. But I've made my decision. We shall go, accompanied by the best possible escorts. You, Captain, and Geralt. We will travel incognito. We've no wish to give the court any reason to gossip. For the duration of this mission, I release you from your obligation to adhere to court protocol. In short, from now on, I am Anna Henrietta, not your Grace.
Yes, Your Grace. Witcher, are you ready?
Nyt mä käyn sitä kaljaa. Vittu, pakko saa kaljaa. Vitusti kaljaa. Huono puoli tässä on, että mä kerkeen tulla humalaan ennen kuin mä kerkeen juoda nää kaikki. No kai sitä nyt kerran viikossa saa juo.
Yeah, ready to go.
Tai 2.
Excellent. Give me a moment. I must don something more appropriate and concealing. Then we will be off.
This vampire, have you ever faced its sort before?
I have.
How did it end? Did you
No,
kill
juoksehan nyt.
Didn't have to fight him. Hadn't killed anyone.
Geralt! Why do you flee? Have you ever heard
Tää
of
vittu on se
anyone
huuto
defeating
sille.
such a vampire?
Know of a man who defeated one, sure, but he didn't manage to kill it. Ultimately, only another vampire can kill a vampire.
Eikö tässä ole tuommoista semijuoksua ollenkaan? Onhan tässä.
Help us! Look, monsters all about.
Panthers have attacked the wagon! We must help!
Stay back, Your Grace. We shall see to this. Help! Save us! Back, you beast! Begone! Help! Save us!
Vittu kun mä taas painan vääriä nappeja.
Back, you beast! Begone! Help! Save us! Back, you beast! Begone!
Siitä saivat saatana. Mulla ei vittuilla purskrappeja.
If not for you, we'd
Ja
have been
leveliä
done for.
pukkaa kanssa.
Thank you. You saved our lives.
Hooray!
Vittu kun potkas melkein saatana. Hyvä etten ollut eessä.
Run, Roach.
You call that escorting Her Illustrious Highness? What were you thinking?
Captain, this is not the time for such complaints. As for you, Witcher, next time keep close.
Tää vittu ne vittuilee mulle, saatana. Mä olin koko ajan siinä vierellä ja tapoin panttereita.
Any visitors from the palace? How are affairs at court?
Doubtless you've heard of the Beast of Beauclair. Well, we've our hands full. Especially since the rogue last attacked in the palace gardens.
I trust Her Illustrious Highness was not harmed.
Kind of
Kalja
you to
pistää
ask, Master
haukuttavaa.
Fabricio. I am well.
Your
No kyllä varsinaisesti nukuta vielä, mutta haukututtaa just tässä.
We were not warned. I shall order the salon prepared at once.
Ehkä
That
mä juun
won't be
liian nopeasti
necessary.
taas.
As you can see, we are not here on an official visit.
Naturally. Might I ask then what has brought you to Castel Ravello?
This is an inspection. We've got questions. You'll answer them.
And who are you, sir, to speak to me this way?
This is Geralt of Rivia, a witcher. He has come to Toussaint on my personal invitation.
Which is to say...
Which is to say, I expect you to treat him with the utmost respect.
Of
Hanna Henrietta on kyllä pätän hahmo
Did you
tässä.
hear that, Witcher? Fabricio will be delighted to answer your every question.
Want to talk about Saint-Réal?
I am at your service.
Some of this wine might have been stolen. Just a suspicion we have, but any burglaries lately?
Burglaries? Not to my knowledge. And a few days past I took stock of the inventory. All was accounted for. The barrels lie safely in the cellar, I assure you.
The Saint-Réal. How many vineyard workers have access to it?
One might say only I do.
Not like you make the wine all alone. At least a dozen others work here.
I see you've little notion how wine is made. Grapes travel a long road before they become Saint-Réal.
The workers assist me only to the stage of fermentation. I see to the maceration personally and let no one near the fat. Workers, again, assist me during barreling, but then I seal the aging barrels myself, each and every one. The wine lies in the cellar, gains character. Once this process is complete, it becomes Saint-Réal. And as it happens, only I have the key to the cellar in question.
We'll not get anywhere asking questions, I see. It's a waste of time.
Huhhuh, kun on pätän
Your
korkokengät tuolla.
Grace, how am I to understand this?
Huhhuh.
Master Fabricio, we have proof someone's
Ja
gained
kun on
access
tuollaiset
to
tiukat
Saint-Réal.
nahkapantsut.
Someone who
Huhhuh.
should not have, which means one of two things. Either you lie to our face, or you are an idiot who has had wine stolen from under his nose and not even realized it. In either case, you shall answer for it.
But
Silence! And listen. I shall inspect the barrels in person, thus giving you time to reflect. When I return, I expect to hear answers. Remind me, where is the Saint-Réal stored?
in the main cellar around the corner, I'll show you.
I shall find it. Give me the key to the cellar and wait here.
Of course, Your Grace. Here it is.
Come, Witcher.
Yes, yes, I'll come. I'll come. Huhhuh.
What if Fabricio's blackmailing the vampire? Considered that?
He has his flaws, but I would never suspect him of such a thing. He's been very loyal. He owes all he has to me. His
Mitäs
father
täällä
frittered
kumarrellaan?
away the family
Ah.
fortune. He left his son an encyclopedic knowledge of wine. That is all. Fabricio lived as a beggar until I appointed him steward of Castel Ravello. Only then did he come into his own.
Jaha, jaha. Eipäs kumarrella.
Yes, Witcher. So where do we start?
Let us see if all the barrels are present. Here's the inventory ledger.
Tällaisena tää saisi olla aina tämmöisenä. Henrietta, huhhuh. Hyvä peräkin sille. No, mitä tapahtuu? No huhhuh. No huhhuh. Ja vielä kerran huhhuh. Missähän se lienee se vintakeviini? Eikö tuossa?
Vintner's log. Fermentation completed with no complications. Tapped above sediment line. Here it is. Barreling.
Jos mä oikein muistan, niin yksi tynnyri oli täytetty jollakin feikillä tavaralla.
Neatly and thoroughly documented.
Then we must follow our other lead. Benoit said the stain came from the 1269 vintage. Let's find it.
Ervelous. I like it. Quite dry.
An excellent wine. You've good taste.
Est.
Est. Think everyone and their mother's heard of this wine.
Among the best in the world. Castel Ravello is famous for it.
Fiorano.
Fiorano. Dandelion's favorite. Adores it.
Ah, yes. That sophisticated palate of his.
Oi vittu, tuokin kun tietää Dandelioni. Pomino.
Got Pomino over here.
Hei, parreltäppi. Otetaan tommonen. Tässä on yläkerta. Tuollahan tuo.
Sonreal. 1270 vintage.
That's the wrong year. Keep looking.
Ei ollutko vielä. Hyvin se on laittu tänne viimeiseksi.
Sonreal. Barrels are dated 1268.
Close, but not quite the right year.
Ihan viimeinen, voi vittu. Moro Joonas Kauppi, terve vaan. Mites perjantai on mennyt?
Wanna open them?
For now, a knock will suffice. If you hear a hollow thud, we will have found what we seek.
Mä kävin tänään testaa tätä mun uutta X30 noksua. Tätä tätä kamera oli kyllä yllättävän hyvä hintasekseen.
Full. This one's full too. Full.
Pitäis kyllä joskus kokeilla sitä live-striimasta tällä uudella puhelimella. Täällä vaan niin huonot yhteydet, että ei taho onnistua.
Dead end, I'm afraid.
Full they are. The question is, are they full of Sonreal? Grab a tap and a hammer. We shall open them one by one and taste.
No niin, hammeri vielä unohtui. Voi vittu. Tuollahan tuo. En oo vielä kerennyt sitä saada hommattua. Pitäis kyllä joku kerta käydä, kun on tuolla keskustassa, niin käydä hakemassa sitä. Kyllä se pitäisi isosta prismasta löytyä. Tännekin vasta tuli uusi prisma, mutta mä en vielä käynyt sitä kertaakaan käynyt siellä. Moro Chicago. Mitä maisteluvideoita? Pepsi Mangonko. Sitten kun löytyy sitä, niin sitten tulee maisteluvideota. Nyt tässä on tämmösen Olvin maisteluvideota tulossa nyt. Tai striimiä.
Slightly smoky, strongly tannic, definitely Sonreal.
Pitäis kyllä sitä Mangonkin maistelustriimiä tehdä joskus. Mulla on vaan harvoin asiaa noihin isoihin kauppoihin, niin ei tule oikein käytyä. Huhhuh, mitkä nahkasaappaat, saatana.
Could have gone sour while aging.
Impossible. This is not wine. This is contaminated refuse that should never have made it into a barrel. The fact that it did was no accident, I'm sure.
Kyllä, Olvi on todella hyvää olutta. Kannattaa tätä maistella. Varsinkin tämä eksportti varsinkin on tosi hyvä. Nousee hyvin päähän.
Master Fabrizio, I am very disappointed.
But your grace,
You are a step away from losing your head. Speak the truth and you might yet keep it.
I admit it. I sold a barrel of Sonreal. I beg you to forgive me.
Ei armoa tolle.
Why did you do it?
I couldn't resist. The sum they
No 5.3 tai 2, kun tää oli. 2han tää on, joo 5.2.
Is what I
Eli
provide not
niin,
enough?
sitä se on.
I wished to buy back my family's estate.
Jo ei niistä 4.6 tuu edes känniä saatana, kun niitä juop.
I've a roof over my head, ample food.
Kyllä se pitää aina nelosolutta olla, että nousoo hyvin päähän sitten.
I shall tell you everything if you agree to show me mercy.
Se on semmonen hyvä keskitie tuo nelosolut. Se ei ole liian vahvaa eikä liian vetistä.
Who do you sell the wine to?
A few weeks past at the Pheasantry, a rich nobleman approached me. He called himself a diplomat, well connected at court.
He suggested we embark on an enterprise. Some of his clients had offered dizzying
Mä joskus
sums
ostin niinku
for
kopaa
even a
noita
drop.
kolmosoluita eikä niistä tule edes känni,
He
saatana.
was to serve as intermediary.
This man's name.
He never revealed it. He was tall, black-haired, and spoke with a
Tai niitä sai
foreign
siis juo paljon enemmän mitä noita
claimed to hail
nelosoluita.
from Sintra.
En mä nyt koko koppaa on vetänyt ikinä, mutta ei se oo sen arvosta juo
How'd you
kolmosolutta.
hand it over?
We met under the cover of darkness in the ruins of Fort Astre.
Joo, kyllä mä noita sähköopintoja on käynyt tässä ammattikoulussa, niin kyllä ne hyvin on lähtenyt käyntiin.
I had hauled the barrel there. They transferred it to their cart and
Ensi jaksossa taas tulee hirveet niinku
That's it.
melkein joka päivä 8-4 asti.
that is to say, a few
Nyt on ollut
days
hirveästi
after
vapaapäiviä
the
tässä jaksossa.
he said they wished to
Mutta
buy
ensi jakso on taas
another barrel.
maanantaista perjantaihin melkein 8-4, että se on aika rankkoa opiskelua.
That's enough. Know all we need to know.
Your Grace, I beg your forgiveness.
Get out of my sight.
Töissäkään ei niin paljon väsytä kuin
Captain,
koulupäivän
have your men take
jälkeen.
Master Fabrizio to the dungeon. He must answer for his crime. High treason the charge.
No hirveän pitkiä päiviä, varsinkin kun
What now?
4 asti on, niin se on kyllä väsynyt sen jälkeen, kun niitä aina joutuu niinku
Need to catch the wine thieves. Sentry and Nova
skarppina
will be
olemaan sen koko päivän, niin
next transport. I'll take it to Fort Astor.
kyllä se väsyttää
And
silloin.
his soldiers will cover me.
For once, I agree with you. We will do as you say. Let me know when you are ready.
Nyt pitää kyllä hakea lisää juomista
Let's
tossa.
get going.
We will set out now. Position ourselves before you arrive. You take the cart and meet us there.
Fine. When the handoff begins, watch for my signal. Relax. Now we wait.
Our favorite vintner. It's not him.
Mitäs täällä tapahtuu?
Well, Witcher.
Kunnon sotatulo. Oi vittu mikä tilanne. Nää on paljon nopeampia kuin siinä Filon pelissä nää vitun viholliset. Nää hyökkää hirveellä vauhdilla aina. Tai sitten mä oon vaan niin kännissä, että mä pystyn reagoimaan noihin. Nää me katottiin jo äsken. Eihän tästä tuu hevon vittuakaan nyt. Nyt pitää kyllä ottaa rauhallisesti tää. Ei hätäillä yhtään. Voi vittu, tohonko mä kuoli? Ei saatana. Niin lähellä oli vittu joku räjähtävä tynnyri, voi vittu. Ei tässä aina... No. Mitä vittua? No niin, tuli se. Oi vittu, mä pääsin taas mitenkä. Mä kyllä syytän sitä, mä oon niin kännissä, että mä en pääse tätä, mutta... No vittu kun ne lyöt niin... No niin, päästihän me kerrankin. Eikäs hermot mennyt.
That was the plan, but
Ei vittu, rupeat olla paha olo, joku nousuu niin nopeasti päähän.
at your service. It was a good fight. We managed to capture one of the scoundrels.
Let's ask him a few questions. Come on.
Witcher, a moment. I was wrong about you.
Well, had no reason to trust me, and I didn't do much to change that.
True, you are not the most endearing of men. At any rate, I see the effort you put forth. And I appreciate it. Let us go to her grace. She awaits nearby.
Not at all surprised. Expected she'd want to oversee this personally.
The master's eye fattens the calf. You're beginning to understand that, I see. This prisoner of yours, bring him to me. We must ask him some questions. Captain, do the honors.
Who sent you?
His name is Dog. They say he plowed your mother.
Once again, who sent you?
Your nun's lover. They call it...
Wait. He doesn't wish to speak. He needn't. I can think of several other ways he can be helpful. I'm certain the Witcher will need bait to lure the beast of Beauclair.
What?
Sure can. Fresh out.
In that case, he's all yours.
Captain, have your men find me a strong rope. Kind that won't snap when we hang this fella from a tree.
Rope?
Live bait. Great for monsters, provided they catch the scent of its blood. But I'll see to that.
What? No. Crikey, no! Don't let him!
Stop screaming. Save your strength. Got a long night ahead of you.
No! Don't let him! I'll talk!
Barrels. Where were you gonna take them?
I don't know.
Captain, need that rope after all.
I truly don't know. Hornet's the leader, only he ever knew where to go. But he lies over there, dead. That one. The first barrel went to a warehouse at the port. But where this one was bound, I don't know. I speak true. You must believe me.
Who hired you?
He'll kill me.
Ought to be worried about me right now. Who is he?
Go on, man. Spit it out. The Cintrian. That is what they call him. I've never seen him, but I know he mustered a man for this caper. That's what they said, that we were working for the Cintrian. I don't know anything else. I swear it.
Take him away. Throw him in the dungeon. He shall await trial there. Captain, we ride to town. Gather your men and seek out the Cintrian. Someone else must have seen him, must know of him.
Yes, Your Grace. I'll report to the palace as soon as I learn anything.
I shan't return to the palace. Our mission has not yet ended. The Witcher and I will await you at the guard post near the port.
Let's go.
Let's go to town.
Let's go, not let's go, let's go. Oho, 90. Huhhuh. Paljon pisteitä käytettävänä.
He's late.
Relax, he'll come.
There's something I'd like to know.
Hyvä perse tuolla.
How can
Hyvä
people
perse
sit down
tuolla.
calm?
Side effect of my mutations. We Witchers rarely get the jitters.
What if something has happened to him?
Captain seems like a man who can take care of himself.
Perhaps he can, but this Cintrian appears to be no common bandit. He managed to steal ducal wine from under my guardsman's noses. We only learned of it through a fortunate coincidence. And it was he who specified the victims for the vampire. One must be exceptionally confident to blackmail such a monster.
Vittu, mä edes näe tuota tekstiä tuossa näytöllä enää. Sintirin kut aksulit. Okei. En mä tiedä mitä mä
Still
otan.
don't know this Cintrian's behind the kidnapping and blackmail. Might have just handled the theft of the wine.
Even if it's so, he then sold the wine to the blackmailers. As I see it, that makes him an accomplice.
Need to find the Cintrian, whether or not he's responsible for the murders. Even if none of it's his doing, he could still know our blackmailer's identity. Besides, it's one thing to know who ordered the killings. Other thing entirely, and just as important, is why they... Someone's coming.
Captain, why so long? We expected you hours ago.
This Cintrian does not work alone. We are fighting an organization, not one man. Bandits attacked us, not a small force either. One of my boys has a broken arm, another a shattered knee, lamed for life. And the word on the street is there's a hefty bounty on your head, Geralt.
Oi vittu.
Don't care. Down to business. You learn anything?
I will start at the beginning. The port warehouse where the wine was delivered, we identified it, then learned who had hired it out. This proved to be a beggar, a stand-in. We found him. He admitted all. A man had paid him to sign the lease, a man he met while begging outside the pheasantry. There, fate lent us a hand. A waitress recalled spilling wine on a nobleman who...
Oliko tuossa käännösvirhe, kun ihan kun olet sanonut sign a lease, mutta luki, että sign the lease.
Was not helpful. Handsome, well dressed, with a beard. No distinguishing marks.
Ihan vaan tämmönen huomio.
But she remembered his female companion very well, as she recognized her. On the Cintrian's arm was Cecilia Bellant.
The singer. I've heard of her. She's said to be gifted. Fairy.
The same. We went to her home immediately. Cecilia was not there, but we questioned her servants. A chambermaid claimed Cecilia is to meet a Cintrian gentleman tonight. She'd invited him to a reception mounted by the Mandragora.
The Mandragora? What's that?
A club. An affiliation
Club,
of local
club.
artists. Painters, sculptors, troubadours and dancers.
Never heard of it.
They exude mystique, consciously, I think. Behaving like an exclusive cabal. Artistic elites. Every now and again they mount soirees. Only wealthy patrons are invited. All arrive in elaborate masks, then drink and flirt.
Gotta nab the Cintrian. Seems we have to go to that get-together.
You read my mind, Witcher. I shall gather my men, surround the establishment. Not a mouse will squeeze through.
Out of the question. If the Cintrian truly does have men about the city, he will find out and escape once again.
Duchess is right. Need to be careful. Best go there, blend in with the crowd.
Precisely what we shall do.
We, Your Grace.
Geralt and I. In that sort of company, the Witcher could use my help.
Where's the event gonna be held?
The Mandragora always assembles at the same place, a residence in Oatville. It's a very distinguished district. Geralt, you must don appropriate attire. Then meet me in Oatville, in Mountebank Alley.
Yes, ma'am. Nyt vauhtia tähän hommaan. Appropriate clothing.
I should double the patrols, just in case.
Better to die of drink than of boredom.
No sinä kyllä sanoit ihan
In Beauclair.
asiata. Ihan asiahommia sanoit siinä.
To die of drink than of boredom.
Ihan samaa mieltä on.
Life
Ruff.
in Beauclair can be quite dear. That's always free.
Tuossa nyt ei hyökkää mua vastaan, voi
Witcher's
vittu.
rather handsome.
Skyrimissa jos kanoja tappaa, niin siitä tulee hirveä
A smashing
hulabaloa, mutta... Ei vittu.
peace and quiet. Lovely view.
Tässä on ihan sama juttu, jos saatana sian tappaa. Mitäs täällä tapellaan? Mitä ne tekee siellä? Tushon! Eihän mun tarvitse edes taistella, kun tää taistelee meidän puolesta. Tai mun puolesta. Perkele. One hit killejä olivat. Ja two hit killejä vähintään. No eikä nyt savettanut saatana tommoseen kohtaan.
But we'll get him.
Perkelee sika, sun vikaa kaikki.
Not paying your debts. My deepest regards. How goes it, friend?
Ystävä, ollaanko me tunnettu jostain?
My deepest regards. Why? Really, why?
Miksi sä oot ystävä, jos sanot, että ystävä, niin miksi sä oot lukinut sun oven? Kyllä ystävät päästäis ystävät sisään. Mitä vittua?
How goes it, friend?
Oh, Gotish found his way to the Bordello, no doubt.
Ei, mutta näähän oli jotain muita tappelia. Ei enää mitään vartijoita ollutkaan. Tuo yksi oli vartija. Oi vittu, kun se jää sinne saatana tulilinjalle.
Didn't look like locals. Damien's right. I'm a hunted man.
Oi vittu, me melkein kuoltiin tässä. Ja kuoltiin me pari kertaa, mutta... Me menettiin kuolla uudestaan. No ei edes yhtään näköinen tuo vitseri, voi vittu.
The guard brings peace to our domains. Flaunt its writ and rot in chains.
Mitähän vaatteita se nyt saatana vaatii tuo?
All is in order.
Hei, siellä on... Mikä tää nyt on? Tämä. Notice board. Niin notice boardihan tää oli.
To the Vantergills, not parade about in tourneys.
En mä jaksa edes lukea näitä, mutta otetaan nytte.
Nox Salavi. Might be worth looking into.
Ehkä joku päivä katellaan nää.
Someone writes an escort. Not something I do often, but might be worth investigating.
Meditoidaanhan välillä, saa healthit takas. No ei tullut healthit takas, mitään vittua. Ei tullut vieläkään. Näin, ei sitä varmaan tukkaan.
Sacre bleu.
Sacre bleu!
You're from the north. That's painfully clear.
Excuse me?
There is no excuse. There is but the need to outfit you anew.
Tui vittu, mä en jaksa juokkaan lisää enää.
Please come in.
Niin paha olo tulo, että huhhuh.
All jests aside, let me see what you got in your wardrobe.
I'm more than willing, sir.
Nää on kivoja nämä pukeutumistehtävät. Nuo ihan uusia juttuja. Kun on nahkapantsut. Bootsit, äijäbootsit. Naamioita näissä ei varmaan tarvii, semmoista mä en ostakaan. Mutta Gwenttiä kyllä pitää pelata. Pelataan
Gonna move for a round
Gwenttiä.
of Gwent?
Hyi vittu kun oksettaa, kun me mennään juokki tätä. Röyhtäisyönää tulla, mutta... Tulihan se sieltä. Oli vaan röyhtäys onneksi. Mitä vittu mä teen tässä? Mulla on paljon vähemmän tota... Ei! Väärä! Otin väärä, voi vittu. Se kun on liian kännissä, niin se ottaa vääriä. Kyllä mä tän voitan vielä. Se oli lähellä tuo. Kortit tänne, saatana. Tulihan se sitten, Young Berserker.
Welcome back to our northern dandy.
Eikö ihan, mä ostin tältä tän.
Thanks. Think that's all I need.
Ever your servant, sir.
Geralttikin näyttää nyt ihan ihmisiltä. Ulos siitä, saatana. Aiku tämähän tää oli. Ei oo kuin yksi kalja enää tulla jääkaapissa. Voi vittu. Kyllä pitää säästää nyt laskuisen. Missäs tässä on baari? Buariin! Nyt mennään buariin. Ei, se on lukossa se saatana. Tää vittua.
Your boots could use some
some polish, Vegas.
Lukossa saatana tähän aikaan.
The blacksmith's wife. She's always showing.
Can't pull one over on me, Witcher.
Late. Why does that not surprise me?
Tämähän täällä tapahtuu oikein. Oho, ei mitään mainoksia, saatana. Ei mitään mainoksia, voi vittu.
Well. I did not expect you to have such a sense of style.
Voi vittu, nyt tulee mainoksia.
My, Geralt. Not bad at all. And you've even a mask.
Nyt on tää Ukraina juttuja. No niin, ihmekösti.
They're a little different, the ones Mandragora members wear. I brought you one. Put it on.
Then we realized that it would take us a week or longer. We abandoned the car and proceeded on foot. We were walking for around 24 hours, which was hard to say the least. According to the Ministry of Internal Affairs of Georgia, about 80,000 Russians have already entered the country.
Hyväkö tää koko puhelin tärisee, kun tulee tätä passoa tästä vitun kajarista? Ei vittu, eihän tää onnistu ollenkaan. Nyt mä ymmärsin mitä tää on. Voi vittu, eihän mulla oo kattojakka edes, mitään vittua. No on mulla yksi katsoja. Ei siitä sen enempää. Kunnia sille yhdelle, joka katsoo.
Any idea why they wear masks?
Likely because they imagine it oh so very romantic and mysterious. The truth
Tuo on
is
kyllä
far
tuo
simpler.
vitun pätän
This
tuo
way no one can tell which drunken
Henrietta.
aristocrats are pinching the performers.
Let's go. Soiree's started.
Wise of you to hide your weapons. They'd not have let us in otherwise, that's certain. How do we find the Cintrian? Have you a plan?
Key is not to spook him. Need to ask after his partner, Cecilia, first. Less likely to raise suspicions. Soon as we find her, we find him. Especially since he might be expecting us.
What do you mean?
Ran into some of his thugs in town. Knew who I was. Had it in for me.
Right. Right you are. We must proceed with caution. Come, it's our turn.
Madame, Monsieur.
Tuolla on ihan samanlainen maski kuin mulla, mitä vittua.
To the Mandragora's soiree. Tonight, I particularly recommend you direct
Siinä
your
kyllä olisi
attention
voinut
to the
ostaa erilaisen
performances
maskin.
prepared by artists
Enpäs älynnyt, että tääkin joku maskipellely.
Tell us about these performances.
This evening, the Mandragora has the honor to present 3 superb displays of artistry. The first was a concert by Cecilia Bellont, a singer whose voice, were it stone, would surely be a diamond. Sadly, Mademoiselle Cecilia has sung.
Shame. We would have loved to hear her.
Luckily, you are in time to see the great Calesti, a master of visual illusions, come to us from far off Afir.
Visual illusions. Interesting. And the third artist?
The third and fourth, for they are a duo, are the Tuven brothers, presenting their newest pantomime.
Pantomiimien, voi vittu.
We were really hoping to meet Cecilia Bellont.
Cecilia kuulostaa
You
kyllä
are
aika
admirers, I
seksikkäältä.
surmise. I'm certain you will have ample opportunity to converse with her.
It cannot be easy to identify anyone in this crowd. Perhaps you could help us find her.
I don't know where she is now, but I can give you a clue.
Let's hear it.
Seek the Kaveri orchid.
Meaning?
Cecilia wears one in her hair. You shall recognize her easily by the orchid.
Pitäisi istua ryhdissä aina, niinhän ne sanoo, että ryhti pitäisi olla istuessa
The lion's
tietokoneella.
always complaining about artists being poor as
Eikä röhnöttää.
The residence belongs
Se
to
näyttää
none.
niin vitun paskalta
They are
tuossa
guests
kamerassa.
here. Oriana, she owns this.
Ei se paskalta näytä,
Woman
mutta
in black
autistiselta
dress. There,
pelata
Paris.
tälle.
Got her. Doesn't wear a mask.
Sitten kun tälle oikein...
Pointless. All would know her anyway.
Kaveri orchid. Let's look for it. If we find Cecilia, we'll find the Centrian.
Optionaalit pitää aina tehdä ekana. Onpa monta pistettä, voi vittu. Nyt on pakko käydä kyllä lisää kaljaa. Tuolla on niin monta pistettä, eihän vittu mulla menee ikuisuus käydä nuo kaikki läpi. Enkä mä taas huua tähän, voi vittu. Piti pari hapankorputinta tehdä. Mitä vittua nää on?
Well, you and Mother Hunt? Good to see you there. Greetings. Good to see you there.
Tää vittua, miten mä heitän tähän mitään? Eikö tuolla nuo?
It's not a landscape, you pleb. It's a manifestation of the man's soul.
No niin. Vittoista, mitä vittua?
To vines and to wine!
Should you tire of these hues, drop them in the pail and grab a different one.
En mä tiedä, mitä vittua.
Or a deeply internalized fear. It's obvious. It represents transgression in its purest form.
Voila! Fine. Now, allow me a moment to ponder.
No olipa paska saatana.
The painting depicts spiritual dualism, the continual battle between good and evil, and defiance.
Oh yes, that's him all right. Good versus evil. The dualistic nature of man.
And defiance.
Defiance! Yes. Defiance! Voi vittu kun tää menee niin kovalla taas tää. En mä edes tajunnut, että on näin kovalla tää mikki. Tuo särkee koko ajan, jos tuolla olisi pitänyt.
The great one. But he's a dancer.
Here's
Absinthe, the preferred hooch of artists.
Careful. It packs a pretty powerful punch.
No voi
Pretty
vittu.
powerful resistance.
Kuvaa mun olotilaa nytte. Onneksi ei ollut pitkä... Ei ollut pitkäkestoinen.
Look at the mage. I believe he's casting spells.
Yeah, we'll see.
Pretentious. Blah, blah, blah. Avant-garde, schmavant-garde. It's all about two things. Coin and copulation. Pretentious.
Ah, how beautiful.
Do not disturb. Shoo, shoo.
It's the right flower.
Of course it is. A Koviri orchid lends just the right contrast to her complexion.
Need to talk to your model. It'll only take a minute.
To me?
Lie still. You may speak, but for love's sake, do not move.
Wow. Impressive portrait.
I know the style, the stroke. This is Dorian Velez.
The gracious lady has heard of me?
I've heard Anna Henrietta herself wished you to paint her portrait once.
At one point, the palace chamberlain even wrote to me, but alas, ultimately refused my terms.
What was the matter?
When he learned I only ever paint nudes, he severed all contact. He said he would not dare offend her illustrious highness with such a proposition. I've always longed to paint her. Such a shame.
I think you may still get your chance.
Vittu mikä huoro tuo Anna Henrietta, voi vittu.
We came here to meet you, specifically.
To meet me? But
No ei olisi pitänyt sanoa tollasta, voi
Centurion
vittu.
Noble you came here with. Wanted to ask you about him.
Centurion Noble. Ah, you must think I'm Cecilia.
Orchid confused me.
I told you not to move!
As she concluded her performance, Cecilia tossed the flower into the crowd. I caught it, but I did see the nobleman.
Really like to talk to him. What did he look like?
Like many here. Tall, dark, masked.
Know where he might be now?
He gave Cecilia a small gift. A heart-shaped box. Then they strolled off together towards the refreshment tables.
Excuse me, madame, monsieur. I cannot work like this. You must leave now.
Oi vittu tunko.
Still what?
The lanterns.
Oi
Increasing them brings good
Vidun Geraltti saatana.
We should walk past the tables. Perhaps there's still greetings, Witcher.
Fine. Let's give it a try.
Never suspected you believed in such things.
You! Traveler? He'll definitely come. Don't worry.
How can you be so sure?
Dearest, trust me. He promised me he'd meet with you, and so he will.
Aren't they even? Because the right cup seems somewhat higher to me.
It's fine.
Ne vaan häviää, mitä vittua.
He's a generous patron and a truly
Kai
wonderful...
me sit ollaan kaikki tehty.
Someone left their loot behind. Looks a little like dandelions.
This was scratched. Someone beat him once.
Color is but the shadow of deliberations on the nature. We must throw off the manacles of war.
But you're all...
Venture beyond the bounds of cognition.
Voiko näitä ostaa? Voi vittu kun nää sais ostettua. En kyllä mistä noista tykkää, mutta ihan pelin takia vois ostaa, niin jos hyvä.
Love letter penned on a napkin. Look.
Mä jaksan edes lukea
Oh,
tommosta,
my
voi
amour,
vittu.
my sunbeam flittering across the firmament of my life. Treacly refuse.
We must throw off the manacles of form. Venture beyond the bounds of cognition. It must be somewhere.
Tuossa vielä.
Color is but the shadow.
Empty, heart-shaped box. Cecilia must have left it behind.
It looks like it held a flask of perfume.
Ei nyt taitaa
Gift
tulla se
from
hyvä
Symphony
questi.
Scent still hangs in the air.
Yksi mun lempikuesteista tässä pelissä.
Existential pain.
I do not even wish to comment.
Lohi haissoo, saatana. Seurataan lohta.
This painting, it's rather... It's very...
What if he doesn't come?
He'll definitely come. Don't worry.
How can you be so sure?
Bravo, dearest. Trust me. He promised me he'd meet with you, and so he will.
Sorry, only artists in the Mandragora allowed.
Come, we must consider what to do.
Consider it
Recognize
done.
that voice anywhere.
You must be mistaking me for someone else.
I served 15 years in the palace. Your Grace, I'd not mistake you for anyone.
Shh. Not so loud. We are here incognito, on state business.
Yes, Your Grace. How may I serve?
Voi vittu, mä en vittu piti ottaa tuon toinen. Tuo on niin
She's in her dressing
puupää, et se ymmärrä,
where she went with her
mitä se
bobo.
tekee.
They clearly were drawn to each other.
What did the man look like?
Tall, broad-shouldered, a black beard peeping out from under his mask, and he spoke with a foreign accent, a drawl of sorts.
That must be him. We must get to the dressing room, quickly.
Yes, Your Grace. I'll take you.
Turpa kiinni.
No, stay here. Anyone tries to flee, you stop them.
Understood.
Quickly, upstairs.
Mä todella toivon, että mä voin count on you. Vittu kun röyhtäyttö taas. Haukottelu meni ohi, mutta röyhtäyttely tuli vittu tilalle.
That must be Cecilia.
No pulse. We're too late.
He slit her throat.
Hyi vittu.
The brute.
Didn't go out the door. Guard would have noticed. Might still be somewhere here.
You must find him before he harms another. I shall alert Oriana at once. She should bring her soiree to a close.
Shouldn't split up.
Geralt, I will be fine. Go after that rogue. I shall fetch help.
Tore down the door. Bloody handprint. Made a platform. Clever. It's his. Must be pretty strong, too. Killed her, and went out on the balcony.
Aiku, onko taas kivat näkymät täällä? Ihan hyvät ikäisekseen peliksi.
Must have climbed this ladder.
Mikä vitun ladderi? Ei mitään ladderia. Eikö tässä ole ladderi?
Could still be here. Need to stay alert. Smashed mirror. Someone crashed into it hard, then sank to the floor. Bloodstains.
Kyllä vain.
Links of a snapped chain. Jewel must have been on it. Precious stone. Bloody fingerprint on it.
Voi vittu, tästä tulee se hyvä questi kyllä ihan kohta. Ihan varmasti tulos.
Next to it. From a snapped necklace.
Ihan paras questi koko pelissä.
Jewelry box. Locks busted.
Oi vittu kun mä malta oottaa, että mä pääsen tekemään sitä questia.
Empty inkwell. Knocked over, turned toward the room.
Mulla on semmonen muistikuva, että se tulee ihan justiinsa. Ihan tän questin jälkeen. Tai mikä vitu questi missionihan tämä? Mitä nää on? Questia, niin joo.
Used during the fight, probably. Looks valuable, but it's not what he came for. Sconce is bent, smeared with blood. Someone try to grab it? Blood on the window frame. Someone climb out? Fall out? Jewel is in the box, it seems. Centurion tried to steal it, but someone got in his way. They fought, struggled, that's clear. Ended with one of them flying out the window. Fall had to have killed them. Jewel's still here, though, so our Centurion must have been the flyer.
Hyi vittu mikä olo. Eikä tos sama tyyppi, joka tuli tänne.
So, this is the tracker. A witcher, yes?
Indeed, this is
Siinä on Henry.
We found the body together. Then he set off in pursuit of the killer.
And ended up here, but I've only found evidence of a fight. Seems the Centurions killed his last. Finally failed this time. Shame it happened too late for Cecilia.
Poor girl. Always told her she chose her males badly. But I would never have suspected she could arrive with a murderer. I'll alert the staff. Have them see to her body at once. Meanwhile, we should sit. I will tell you everything in full detail. I caught him red-handed, attempting to burgle, rifling through my possessions.
What did you do? Summon the guards?
There was no time. I feared he'd escape, refused to give him the chance. He stood with his back to me, so I attacked. He struck his head on a picture frame as we struggled. He was bleeding, dazed, and then he drew a knife. Everything happened very quickly then. I knocked the weapon out of his hand and pushed him hard. He
Fell out of the window.
Just so.
None too wise picking a fight with an armed robber.
Why? Because I'm a woman, in a frock rather than plate. I can take care of myself, I assure you. A hairpin might look like mere ornament, but plunged into an eye, it can be as effective as a blade.
Claim the man was trying to rob you when you walked into the room?
Yes. He stood over my dressing table, pouring through my jewelry.
Mm-hmm. After this is my guess. Picked it up while searching.
Why, that's the heart of Toussaint. Oriana, how did you ever come to have it?
I bought it, many years ago, from a young woman.
Jewel seems important. Why?
The heart is an heirloom. It belonged to my family for years. Then it disappeared. I didn't think we would ever recover it.
Seems someone is very determined to find it. The thief left his tool bag behind. Found this drawing inside it. Look.
The heart of Toussaint. Representation's pretty faithful. Centurion must have been on a job. Got very clear instructions what to look for.
So it is not him we seek, but his employer. Is this the only evidence we found?
Also happened on the weapon he attacked Oriana with. Hunting knife. Used to skin game. Got an emblem on its hilt.
This crest is used by the Lords of Duntine. The present master of the castle is a passionate hunter. Our next lead, perhaps.
Perhaps.
Duntine. Remember the place. Abandoned ruin just a few
Vittu kun mä
years
oon
ago.
kännissä,
More
saatana.
recently, the family's last heir, Roderick, returned to his ancestral seat and restored the castle.
Know any more about this Roderick?
His grandfather was an advisor to Queen Ademarta. The family received those lands as a grant for his service. Roderick is quite the recluse. He avoids society, preferring the company of a small team of knights, though the latter term is imprecise, as they seem more akin to vandals with crests on their shields.
Oriana, everything we discussed here? Hope
No,
you
et
keep it to
kännissä on, mutta
yourself.
mä oon vitun kännissä.
Counting on it, in fact. Word gets out
Hyi
he
vittu.
failed in his attempt to steal the jewel. His employer could run. We need to proceed cautiously.
7 kun mä aloitin juomaan näitä ja
I'll not ask what this is about,
nyt on mennyt
just
näin
as I
monta,
expect not to be
parin
troubled about
tuntia.
it again. By anyone.
Forgive me, Madam Oriana, but might I have a word?
You must excuse me a moment.
Ja melkein kuin rynnäkkökännit nämä.
Oriana, any thoughts?
Few make me feel awkward, but in her presence, I sense anxiety, discomfort.
The drawing. It's on the same type of paper the victims' names were written on. Drawn with the same ink, too. Seems the work of our blackmailers.
Who were not only behind the beast's murders, but also stole the Sonreal and sought to steal the heart of Toussaint.
Look, the wine, the jewel, both tied to you intrinsically. Coincidence? Not something I'm willing to believe. Worried about one thing. That somewhere at the end of this scheme, plan might call for an attempt on your life.
It could be something else altogether.
Vittu kun masentaa saatana koko elämä. Vittu.
My sister,
Pakko juo olutta sen takia.
might be among the schemers. She left court when we were children. My parents banished her from the duchy. I've not seen her since.
Mikä vitun tahra tossa on?
Think your sister might be involved?
Katoin, että kuollut pikselin näytössä, se oli kyllä vittu joku tahra
I
tossa.
recall her always being rather possessive, throwing jealous fits if I had something she didn't.
Here, that's normal for sisters. Rivalry.
True. I suppose I gave as good as I got. There are times I miss that very much. The wine, its theft was the first clue. That's very much like her. She always did enjoy stealing my toys, but I grew almost certain when I saw the heart of Toussaint. Siana received it from father as a gift, at a time when my parents thought of her as but an ill-behaved little girl. Someone wanted some of my wine. The same someone ordered our family jewels stolen, or recovered. It's my sister. It must be.
A fallen princess satisfying whims, going after lost luxuries? Could be.
Siskoit. Moro Joonas Kauppi. No, Pac-Mania mä oon joskus pelannut kyllä, totta kai. Kyllä mun ikäluokan ihminen on aina Pac-Mania pelannut. Ja hyvä peli, se on tiettyyn pisteeseen asti, mutta se on vitu tylsä loppujen lopuksi. Kyllä se silloin, kun ei parempia pelejä ollut, niin oli hyvä, mutta kyllä se nykystandardilla on aika tylsä peli.
No.
Mutta on tullut pelattua.
She was born at an inopportune moment. They said she was
Mä oon kyllä niin taas kännissä, että mun puheesta ei tule mitään, mutta...
Geralt, is it true? Can an individual be evil because they were born during the wrong lunar phase?
Yrittäkää nyt selvitä.
Could also be because they were treated like lepers from birth. Isolated, prodded, ostracized. Couldn't have had it easy, Siana.
She was angry at the whole world.
Kyllä Vilo pitäisi saada pelaamaan tää vitu Blood and Wine. Tää on niin hyvä lisääri, ettei mitään rajoa. Tää on parempi kuin se päätarina.
She persuaded Cedric the Coolbird that she could see the future in her dreams. We were
Duck Hunt.
And Cedric's brother was smitten.
Se on se Nessin peli se Duck Hunt. Kyllä mä sitä on aikoinaan pelannut. Se oli Marion kanssa samassa kartissa. On tullut pelattua Duck Huntia. Meillä oli vielä aikana se saatana pyssy siihen.
She destroyed 2 lives with a prank. Cedric mourns to this day. In the end, they forced her.
Mä olin kyllä silloin hyvin nuori ihminen, että...
I've missed her.
Mutta tuli pelattua, muistan kyllä. Olinko mä joku 4-vuotias, ehkä.
Your mission has gained new import.
8-vuotias. Sillä välillä kuitenkin, niin tuli pelattua.
If Siana is there, you must find her. No matter what she did, she is not to be harmed in any way.
Jos meinaat nyt sitä Marion Nintendon Duck Huntia.
I'll find her if she's there.
I hope you do. I very much wish to talk to her. Sister to sister.
Nyt kun mä luen tuon sun kysymyksesi, niin mulle tulee heti yksi vastakysymys mieleen, että onko muita housuja kuin farkkuhousuja? Ehkä juttu puvuhousut on eri housuja, mutta arkipäivä onko muita housuja kuin farkkuhousuja? Mä oon aina käyttänyt farkkuja koko elämäni, niin mä en oikein muista housuista tiedä.
They came to pay me a surprise visit, so I invited Regis in for a
Meneekö tää nyt taas kovalle tää mikki? On tää nyt ihan hyvä.
Ages, literally. Witcher, I hear you know Regis.
Mutta varsinkin naisilla semmoset kireet farkkuhousut, oikein semmoset seksikkäät, niin huhhuh.
Few I can rely on like I can on Regis. Kinda hoping he thinks the same of me.
Curious. It seems opposites really do attract.
Don't be fooled, dear. Geralt has many merits. He merely hides them from the world.
Regis is my friend.
You said you're both aiding him
Regis on
with
niin
his
ystävä
contract.
tyyppi, mä luotan siihen 100%.
Master Witcher, maybe you could satisfy my curiosity. What's it like going toe-to-toe with a monster, knowing you've only two options, to kill or be killed?
Despite what you might have heard, I don't believe that every monster I see sword in hand. Talking gets the job done for some.
Kyllä mä verkkareita käytän kotihousuna, mulla on nytkin verkkarit jalassa. Mutta vain kotona. En mä niitä oikein muualla uskalla käyttää. Tai kehtaa käyttää. Mut kotihousuna menee verkkarit kyllä ihan täysin.
Same as humans. Put them in that situation, they'll kill too.
You understand this? It must be why you and Regis are friends. If I understand you correctly, you would rather help a monster than kill it.
Mutta aina kun ulos mennään, niin on farkut jalassa.
Enough about the Witcher trade for now. Regis mentioned you come from Nazaire. I spent time there.
Kesällä kyllä menit varmaan jotkut niinku nuo, mitkäs nää oli nää?
I was positively entranced by the land's fashions. Deep cut dresses.
Chinot.
I believe we're running short on wine. I should go to the cellar, bring another bottle.
Let me go. When I help Regis,
En oo vielä kertaakaan uskaltanut ostaa chinoja. Mä niin tykkään farkuista, että ei mitään rajoa. Mustista farkuista, en sinisistä farkuista, vaan mustista farkuista.
An exceptional conversation, don't you think?
Mä en tykkää sinisistä farkuista, mutta tykkään mustista farkuista.
Highly exceptional, Regis. Wanted to talk to you in
Piki mustista farkuista, ihan musta farkuista.
No, let me explain. He's dangerous, and you are gonna watch him.
But that is precisely what I'm doing. Dettlaff believes you'll succeed in your task, and he'll not need to kill anymore.
That is, not until he gets his hands on the men who kidnapped his Rena.
Oriana, she really your friend? Can she be trusted?
Loppuuko multa nyt tää viimeinenkin kali?
Before I met you.
Reisitaskuhousuja.
Before she settled in Beauclair. We'd not seen.
On mulla reisitaskuhousujakin, mutta ne on lähinnä semmosia niinku eräilyvaatteita sitten. Tonne, kun lähdetään tonne niinku järvelle ja metsälle, niin niitä käytetään silloin. Mutta kyllä käytän.
Guessing it's no accident you two stopped by.
It would be quite some coincidence indeed. No, a dutiful little bird told us.
Now listen close. Managed to learn where the blackmailers are.
Multa loppu kalje nimittäin nyt 2, 4, 6, 7 ja 8.
Duchess expects we'll find her long lost sister there
No.
too. Thing is,
Joo, tässä ollaan ihan hyvissä, niin ei tarvi yhtään enempää kyllä juu.
Do you mean to say your task now is to extract 2 women from the castle?
Mean to say we can't breathe a word of this to Dettlaff, who wants revenge above all else.
Geralt, you must trust me. I've got a way with...
No, Regis. Can't risk it. Gotta keep Dettlaff here while I go to Duntine.
Alone?
Alone. That way I can make sure neither woman will come to any harm.
I hope you know what you're doing. Fine. I shall see to Dettlaff. Good luck, my friend.
Splendidly, Dettlaff. Ah, I'm grateful you brought back those memories. You're back. It took you long enough.
Contrary to what common folk believe, choosing a wine is not nearly as easy as it might seem. Especially a wine to be served
Mä en
to
ymmärrä
exquisite
viineistä
ladies.
yhtään mitään.
Regis, gallant as ever.
Mä en oo ikinä juonut viiniä.
I
Kerran
regret
on juonut
all the more
viiniä ja
that I
mulle
shan't
tuli
finish
hirveä
the
pääsärky siitä, niin mä en oo sen jälkeen juonut viiniä.
Always a pleasure.
I thank you for your help. It's
Mä en
been
uskalla
invaluable.
juo viiniä, kun mä...
Geralt, will you sing
Jos mulle
out?
tulee hirveä migreeni siitä, niin voi vittu. Mut kaljasta ei
You have
tuu
exceptional
migreeniä.
friends. This Dettlaff, an intriguing man to say the least.
No en vitussa käytä mitään henkseleitä. Vyö on aina. Mutta kyllä yleensä ne istuu ne farkut niin, että ei tarvii siis vyötäkään käyttää. Mut kyllä mä nyt vyötä käytän ihan sen tyylin vuoksi, että kyllä nyt vyö aina pitää farkussa olla.
Didn't expect the evening to end like this.
Mutta ei välttämättä tarvis, kun ne istuu niin hyvin, ettei
I have
tarvitse
not drawn you out for a romantic stroll. I wish to make certain you know what you are to do.
Mm-hmm. Gotta go to Duntine.
I've decided my guardsmen will support you. You will meet them at Count Delacroix' mill. It stands along the Saône-Retour River, near the Cockatrice Inn. Captain de la Tour and his men will await you there at midnight. You shall storm the
Kyllä
castle
housuja
together.
aina pitää istua hyvin, jos ne ei istu, niin voi vittu.
Witcher? Was that truly necessary? And our knights, what are they?
Mä luulen, että Filo käyttää henkselettä sen takia, että ne farkut on ihan liian isot sille. Ei henkselettä tarvitse käyttää, jos on sopivat farkut. Ei edes vyötä tarvitse käyttää, jos farkut sopii niinku justiinsa, niin ei siinä mitään vyötä tai henkseliä tarvita silloin.
The exhibition of the Reginald Aubrey monument will remain.
Toki itse tykkään käyttää vyötä aina. Ihan sen tyylikkyyden takia. Varsinkin kun se on samanväristen se kenkien kanssa, niin se on silloin hyvän näköistä, kun on samanväriset kengät kuin vyö on. Niin.
Where you going?
Mut muutenkin mun pukeutuminen on aika paljon mustaa. Mustaa ja mustalla. Niin kuin nytkin mulla on musta paita, niin se on mulla mustat farkut ja musta paita ja on mulla kyllä punaista paitoa ja silleen sen väriä, mutta yleensä mulla tuo menee kengät on mustat ja housut on mustat ja vyö on musta tietenkin kun mustat kengät ja siihen sitten menee mustaa paitaa tai värikästä paitaa, riippuu ihan fiiliksestä miten tykkää niinku pukeutua. Mutta en mä mikään ekspertti oo tuommoista pukeutumishommissa, että ja niin kun mielen mukaan mennään mitä tykkää pukeutua, niin sen mukaan mennään sitten. Minkäs tästä on menossa taas? Hepalla pitää mennä kyllä. Siiderit. Mä en juo siidereitä, ne on ihan paskoja saatana. Mä tykkään yhtä siidereistä. Mitä vittua? Mä en oo tehnyt mitään sivuquestia.
Let's go.
Mä en tykkää siidereistä, enkä mä tykkää lonkeroistakaan.
I'm early. No guardsman yet.
Ja vaan sen takia, kun niistä tulee hirveän paha krapula aina. Kerrankin mä join niinku 4 siideriä, niin mulle tuli hirveä oksennusrapula siitä. Enkä mä ymmärrä minkä takia, kun kaljasta ei ikinä tullut niin vähän sitä mitään ikinä krapulaa. Ja sitten kun siideriä juo, niin tulee hirveä krapula. Sen takia mä en oo tulevaisuudessa, enkä tule juomaan siideriä ikinä. No kelle on kätevämmät, kelle ei. Mut siinä Vilollakin on mahaa niin paljon, että minusta vaan tuntuu, että se käyttää yli isoja housuja. Mä taas tykkään itse vyöstä niin paljon enemmän, että no, jokaisella on makuunsa. Kyllä sitä saa käyttää, jos haluaa henkseleitä, niin käyttäkööt. Että ei siinäkään mitään väärää nyt oo. Mistä tänne nyt mennään, saatana? Aiko on hienon turkosin värinen järvi, eikö meri? Meri vai järvikö tää on? Ei ainakaan meri ole. Joku jokihan tää olevinnaa. Tai eihän joen pitäisi olla tän värinen. Joethan on yleensä semmosia mutasia. Mutasia, kun niissä liikkuu se... Mitäs tää nyt olikaan tää? Mä en muistakaan. Jotain hoolla alkussa se oli ja niinku... Humustahan se oli. No jotkut tykkää henkseleistä. Suotakoon heille se oikeus käyttää niitä, mutta ite en kyllä henkseleistä niin välitä. Eikä se kyllä vyökään mikään paras ole, kun se painaa mahaa aina. Mä en kyllä ymmärrä tätä questia. Missä se pitää tavata nyt, saatana? Tai kun mun uottaa nyt jo vittu yöhön tässä. Nyt pitää googlettaa, kun mä en vittu ymmärrä tästä. Tämä on päätehtävä, vähän niin kuin tuo finaalitehtävä niin sanotusti tässä. Vittu kun mä en tiedä, mitä tässä pitää tehdä. Tää on niinku näyttää, että tähän, mutta kun ei tapahdu mitään. Piti vaan odottaa tarpeeksi pitkään.
So eager are you? The mill then. We shall discuss the assault inside.
See, you already prepared a plan. Walk me through it.
We have two objectives. To find Her Illustrious Highness's sister and capture the men who blackmailed the vampire. Duntine is a modest complex. Several old buildings, a high wall around them. At the center of the enclosure stands an imposing keep, restored not long past by the elderly knight of the castle, Roderick. We mean to strike here, through the main gate, then secure the area in front of the keep by storm.
How many men defend Duntine, you know?
Roderick maintains a team of knights for defense. They are no army, but they could number several dozen. Also, Roderick recently took in a band of foreign mercenaries. About them we know very little.
Cintrian's men, gotta be. Ran into a few in town. They tried to kill me.
Voi perkele.
Need to hit them from both sides. You draw the defenders, keep them busy. I'll sneak in the back way, find the women, make sure they come to no harm. I'll vault over the wall as soon as you start your assault.
Your plan puts you at great risk, but I sense you will handle it well. Let us go.
No niin, nyt mennään. Nyt let's mennään. Voi vittu, kun mulla ei olutta yhtään enää. Kaikki on ihan tyhjiä. Mutta ei sitä kyllä tarvi juokkaa edempää. Pitäis kyllä pitää pitempi tauko joskus.
So it begins.
Quick! We grab Roderick's horses and we bolt.
We won't vault far if the boys out front don't hold.
Not so fast. Little change of plans.
Tää vittua! Pyörä! Mulla on Kupen New Roadi. Eti Kupen New Road. Löytyy mun pyörä, semmonen sininen. Gravel Grinderi on se. Pitäisköhän näyttää tossa? Vuotapas nyt. Voi vittu, kun mä en tiedä mikä tää nyt on. No Cyclocross-sarja se kyllä menee, mutta... En mä muista millään vuonna mä se ostin. Minusta se nyt oli toinen vuosi, toinen kesä, eli 2021 mä sen taisin ostaa. Ei kun 2020. En mä yhtään muista mikä se oli. 1600 € se maksoi kuitenkin. Tuossa on tuo. Ei se tuo kyllä ole. Ei vittu kun sitä ei löydy nyt. No voi vittu, se oli tän näköinen. Vuotappa nyt. Pakko näyttää tää. Tollanen. Tollanen pyörä. Ootahan nyt. Mitä vittu tää vittuilee tää nyt? Oi vittu, miten mä saan tää nyt näkymään silleen kunnolla? Oi vittu. No, tällainen mun pyörä on. Mä en Tapioviinasta tiedä mitään, mutta se on vitun pahan makusta. Pahan makusta. Tällainen pyörä. 1600 se maksoi aikoina, niin Kyklocrossi se on perinteisesti. Tai Gravel Grinderihan se on virallisesti, mutta tää on kyllä tää uusin versio tästä, mutta tämä pyörä se on muuten. Ota nyt. Hyvin samanlainen pyörä on kuitenkin. Kun nää ei erittele näitä gravel-pyöriä mitenkään. No siinä on New Road, mikä mulla on. Väritys on eri, mutta tämä pyörä mulla on tämä, mutta väritys on samanlainen kuin tässä. Tämmönen väritys on. Ja näkö on ihan samanlainen, mutta kyllä sillä ajelo. Mä en tiedä kuka on MA-nummi, niin pitää kyllä googlettaa taas.
Painetta vatsassa. Muistin kuinka Somerolla hetken istuin krouvussa. Nyt
MA-numinen, se on ufokeitti kaakao. Kyllä mä muistan se ufokeitti. Ufokeitti kaakao. Tän mä muistan.
Vieraat eteiseen. UFO tarjosi kaakaon, maistoin sanoin hyvää on. Mukit iskattiin, kuivattiin, koneet käynnistettiin. UFO tarjosi kaakaon, kuinka upeaa elämä on. Saturnus
Matti Servo ja Napanderia. Mutta kuinka autisti pitää olla, että heti ruvetaan tiskaamaan ja... No. Oi vittu, täällähän taistellaan, saatana. Ei väärä taas. Ei tuu mitään tästä pelistä. Vittu kun röyhtäyttää, mutta ei tuu vaan vittu mitenkään. Näin vaikea tää peli on. Yhdestä kuoloa, saatana. Näin vaikea peli tää on. Vittu kun se ottaa aina väärän tuo. Mä saan valittua vitun Gwenniä tossa, vittu. Vittu kun alkoi tekee meillä pelata Tetristä. Tuo pitäis sattua Gwenni.
Any last words?
Noniin. En mä tätä pääse mitenkään. Oi vittu, tää on liian vaikee. Tää on ihan liian vaikee. Ei voi vittu. Ehkä me tehdään niitä sivuquesteja ennen kuin me mennään tonne, koska me ei päästä mitenkään läpi. Tästä jatketaan. Tuo oli ihan liian vaikea. Idea oli kyllä hyvä, mutta ei vittu. Varmaan 100 levelinen pitää. No niin onkin, 99. Pitäisikö tehdä tuo... Mikä tää on? Hearts of Stone vittu, tää vittu paska läpi tässä välissä niin sanotusti. Koska tuo on ihan liian vaikea tuo. Korvo Bianco on tuolla eessä, mennään sinne. Ihan liian vaikea nimittäin tuo. Tää vittu. Hei, tässä on vastaraveli. Mitä vittua? Aivan liian vaikea on tuo. Vittu kun sitä on ihan liian kännissä, saatana. Putinin puhe. Kaikki aiheesta uutisissa. Katsotaan tuo. Oi. No Putin on vitu saatana. Pataluhta, saatana. No miksi tää ei toimi tää peli? Hiiri ei toimi, eikö pädi? Mitä ei tapahdu, mitä ei tapahdu. Mitä vittua? Mitä vittua tällä tapahtuu? Hei nyt toimii, mitä vittua? Äsken ei toiminut. Voi vittu. No pourit on ihan vitun pahoja. Parilla iskulla vittu kaiken energian, niin voi vittu. Elämää vievät. Voi vittu, kun elämä on ihan perseestä, saatana.
You gonna make me wait? Come on, come closer.
No vittu, kun jää kiinni tuollaisia vitun paskoja. Oi vittu. Näistä kyllä pitää kaikki ottaa talteen. Vittu mitä kusipäitä. Elämä on kyllä ihan vitun paskaa. No vittu kun tää tässä käynyt sitä paskaa. Niilo on tehnyt video, nyt pitää katsoa Niilon video.
Leivoo vaikka osaa. Pääasia, että leivot.
Niilolla on vitusti mainoksia.
Mä oon tässä maistellut tällaista juomaa. Toistava juoma on noin. Tää on kotimaista juotavaa. Tää on kotimaista. Tää on C-vitamiini tässä on. Ruokaa omasta maasta. Tää on hiilinapaminen juoma.
Absolute Originals! Far Cry 6. Mullekin luvattiin tuo Far Cry 6, mutta enpä saanut saatana. Aikoina kun sanottiin, että kun tilaat 6700 XT Nvidian eikö AMD näytöohjaimen, niin saat Far Cryn kaupan päälle. Eipä tullut ikinä Far Cryta kaupan päälle. Sitten kun rupesi sitä koodia lunastamaan, niin sanottiin, että se on expired. Vituttihan se saatana.
Hi, mate! Your mug's not familiar. What is it you want?
Looking for old Geert von Everett.
Ah, that'll be inside.
Kusettaa taas niin vitusti.
Olgierd von Everett. I'm looking for him.
None here by that name.
Nyt on hyvä käydä kusella. pakko syödä tässä välissä.
I was told I'd find Olgierd von Everek here.
Someone's made an ass of you, brother.
So maybe you can make up for that and help me, brother.
No.
Something tells me you and me have got different mums.
All right, Ungus, you've had your fun. I'm Olgierd. Tell me, what brings you here?
No, I'm Olgierd.
You? Not likely. I'm Olgierd.
You're all Olgierd, that it?
Got it right at last.
One man split into 3 bodies. Not interested in his balls, so which of you's got his brain? Not laughing. Guess that means you didn't get the brain.
Nope. I'm the one got his fists.
Oi vittu. Mä kerkeä tehdä mitään.
You're good. You'd fit right in with our band of merry men. Come on, I'll take you to Olgierd.
Tuo oli skriptattu häviäminen.
What do they call you?
Tuo oli skriptattu häviäminen. Tuo oli niin skriptattu häviäminen. Mä en hyväksy tommosta.
You've seen war, mate.
You that mad...
Hi, mate! Your mug's not familiar. What is it you want?
Looking for Olgierd von Everek.
Ah, that'll be inside.
Olgierd von Everek. I'm looking for him.
None here by that name.
Can't help wondering. Who are you?
Who do we look like?
A crew of cutthroats? Or a band of former soldiers who got lucky?
Ah, but that's where you err. 'Cause we're sons of nobles, all.
And daughters.
So, gonna tell me who you are, precisely?
The Redanian Free Company. The Wild Ones, folk call us. Owing to the boar in our coat of arms.
I was told I'd find Olgierd von Everek here.
Someone's made an ass of you.
So maybe you can make up for that and help me, brother.
Something tells me you and me have got different mums.
All right, Ungus, you've had your fun. I'm Olgierd. Tell me, what brings you here?
No, I'm Olgierd.
You? Not likely. I'm Olgierd.
You folk are a hoot and all, and I'd love to stay for more laughs, but time's short.
Whoa, shit just got serious.
Hear about the monster in the sewers. Seems old Geert von Everex offered a bounty on it.
Shit was serious from the
Elvikele.
start. Goes without saying with a Witcher.
How's that?
The purge you lot of emotion. It's why you're all stiff. Hey? You think they shoved a long pike up your arse?
All right, Master Witcher. Jests are done, whether the good bit as it is. I'm impressed. Come on, I'll take you to Olgierd.
Mitä nyt ei tarvinnut tapella? Mitä vittua?
What do they call you?
Geralt of Rivia.
Bit of advice, Geralt of Rivia. Once you meet Olgierd, try and pique his interest.
I gotta pique his interest? He's the one wants a monster dead.
Aye, but he don't need you to kill it.
Ei mitään hajua. Onpa karvaset kädet. Mitä vittua?
Ataman, sir. You've a guest.
Do you
Hyvä
know
perse.
what types of sculptures fetch the best prices? Statues of deities, busts of kings, and nudes. And what have we here? A naked wench. What do you think of her?
No, panisin.
I happen to like it. Especially the two ovoid forms.
A jester. Good. I don't like men with no sense of humour. They bore me to death. I used to like Botticelli. The life he could breathe into a chunk of cold stone. But I look at it now, and it seems just a rock, ideally proportioned. Not a flaw on its surface. Painfully perfect. As lifeless and boring as a boulder at the roadside.
Sinne meni, saatana.
That's better. More interesting, at the least. Very well. And now to the matter at hand. Let's rejoin the company. Partake of some refreshment first.
Ataman Olgierd, long may he live! Long live the Ataman!
Long live the Ataman! Long live the Ataman!
Come and drink with us!
Well, we haven't a choice now. Fetch us some wine, dear. And a nibble or two.
Mitä vittu, mä oon pelattu 3 tuntia jo tätä, voi vittu.
This some special occasion? Or just feel like feasting?
Every occasion's special. Today we celebrate a dubbing.
Whose?
Squire Herodor's new sabre.
I've hit on a name for her! Fair Sabre, I dub thee Tradiciana!
Monster in the sewers. Know anything more?
I've no clue what it is. Only that it's deadly. I'd not have bothered had my cook not become its victim. Ooh. The way she prepared game had no equal.
That why she was in the sewers? To fetch game?
Nay. She went to a fair with a sister or cousin, matters not. Daft wench convinced her a prince transformed into a toad lives in the Oxenfurt sewers. And you know women. Each craves a prince and will wade knee-deep through shite to get him. Vissy was no exception in that respect. Down she went, never to return. Wasn't the first, it seems, either. Hey! Leave her be! Is that any way to treat the lord of the manor's daughter? Apologies. Now, where were we? Oh, yes, the contract. So, you'll check it?
Just one formality to resolve first. My pay.
Never you mind that. Return with the beast's head, and you'll have leave to take anything you wish from here.
Awfully generous. Still, I'd prefer to agree a specific amount.
Oh, fine. How much would you like? 300? 400 crowns?
450.
Agreed. And that'll be
Tää
in addition
vittu
to
on
whatever
vähän.
rental you wish to take.
Consider the beast gone.
Halvalla meni. Halvalla meni.
Bring me its head, and the reward shall be yours.
Eikä mä nyt vittu lopetella tähän saatana. Vittu, kello on jo 3 tuntia. Ei kun siis 10 on jo kello. Jatketaan, no jos ei ole hirveä krapula huomenna, niin jatketaan huomenna. Mutta viimeistään sunnuntaina tuloa sitten lisää jatkoa tästä. Pakko lähteä masistelemaan tonne. Iski hirveä masennus taas. Mut joo, huomisiin taas. Tai seuraavan kertaan on parempi sanoa, mutta